Well, I mean,
Go cuss. Facebook loves it.
United States. Brother.
Woo!
I made it.
Wings!
Wings.
Wings!
What time is it? Is it clobbering time?
Clobber! How's he do it?
Clobbering time!
That feels good. I need to get some blood moving. The Disco Inferno.
Oh, you got it going on.
Whew.
Pull it up, boys. Let's pull it up. Page Mac is already in the chat.
Oh,
She says,
boy.
hello.
Hello.
Hello, Page Mac.
Hola, señorita. Hola, baby.
Hola, baby. Oh, my gosh.
Hola, baby.
It was a struggle to get here on time.
I see that.
I
Would
literally
you just fall asleep?
I feel like
You
when
fell asleep?
No.
Oh.
I couldn't decide to eat last minute. I got hungry. And I ate, and it took a little longer to fix. Then I was like, crap, I still got to shower. I get in the shower, and I get out, and I'm like, I got to go. I feel like on Monday Night Raw when the guys are still walking in as the shows are. That's literally how I just walked in the door. Here we are.
Yeah, I was sitting upstairs. I was sitting at the table. I usually don't sit at the table because I'm just not comfortable sitting there.
Tonight I'm drinking the strawberry watermelon prime.
I just grabbed a nice little sugar-free 7-Up just for a little whistle wet. Welcome,
Welcome.
Monday Night Bro. The first half hour, the Bro Zone.
Oh my god.
The second half hour, Bro is Orb.
Paige Mac said I said to my mommy. No, she said I said to mom. He still isn't here. I'm like last minute. I'm like Rock, just walking to the door, right to the ring, right to the ring.
You text. It was 6:41. You're like, I'm leaving. I'm like,
cutting it close.
boy, it's going to take at least 15, 16 minutes for him to get here. And
I was gunning it.
I was like, I may go down there and just get it going here. And
you can't hold up on me. Wyatt in the chat says hi, Slammer.
Hi, Wyatt.
Ron is in the chat says what's going on.
What's up?
Mad Max is in the chat says what's up, fellas.
Yo, Max? What's up, brother?
Michael's in the chat says, hey, Slammer Mookie, another awesome bro show. Welcome back, White Larry Bird. Good call. Oh, Mama Kathy's in the chat says, hey, bro Slammer, bro Mookie. What's up, Mama?
Kathy, yo.
Bro George.
Aruba.
Bro George says, welcome to Monday Night Bros.
Aruba.
Paige Max says, I'll say hi to you when you come upstairs. She's talking to me.
She's talking to you. She does. I think she said hi to me earlier.
I feel like I'm like...
Maxwell says, Aruba. Hey, man. The bro show. Oh, boy, that was cold on my back.
What was going on?
Boy, that's ice cold. It's cold down here. It's always cold down here, which is great. I got electrocuted by cold. Monday Night Bro, man. The Bro Zone. Bro Show, episode 45.
Wow.
7 more weeks. 1 year.
1 year?
1 year? 52 weeks is a year, right?
That is something like that. Numbers are hard.
Last I checked, I'm good with math. So
stay in school, kids.
I'm weird, man. When it comes to adding and subtracting stuff, and it's weird, man.
Never good with numbers.
Oh, I am. It's weird.
Numbers are hard.
That or like if there's no clock around and we're outside, Paige be like, "Hey, what time is it?"
You put a stick in the ground.
I can literally look up in the sky and be like, it's about 10 after 2, and then we'll find the clock and go, my God, it's 10 after 2. It's like, I can tell the sun by a sundial. The time by sundial.
I don't know. This is true. Is this a true story? Is this a slander story?
Ask Heather and Paige. They will verify this, I swear.
Why did the chat say he's up to 100 subscribers on his YouTube channel? Way to go,
Way
Wyatt.
to go. I'm up to 478. We got to get some more subscribers on there, man. Every episode of the Bro Show is on Slammer 4878. Except for 2 episodes I can't find for some reason.
Got banned.
Facebook screwed us. I don't understand. I got a message today. Your Bro Show from March 24th will be deleted this Wednesday. Well, it's already on. It's like, why did you choose that one? But episode 1 from last June's still there.
That's weird.
But my random 36 and 37, I can't find them anywhere.
Doc is in the chat.
Doc.
He says, sup.
Hey, I bet he's working out. See that, man? He's been hanging and banging and working out.
I need to start hanging out with him so I can Get some muscles.
Jim, 30 feet away. All you gotta do is come over.
I don't want you staring at me while I'm sweating to the oldies out there.
Butterball's I excommunicated her from the gym now, so it's just me out there now.
Ron in the chat says, "How was WrestleMania? What was the outcome you expected?" We will get to that.
You know what? We usually don't talk about the current stuff, but I thought, we're going to discuss WrestleMania tonight.
It's WrestleMania.
I've got thoughts.
JR in the chat says, "Hey, Super Mario Bros, Slammer Bros."
What's up, JR, brother?
Doc says he gets those all the time. Heading to the gym in about an hour. He
All
says.
right,
Well,
me
we
too.
get off about an hour. Maybe I'll.
Yeah, we'll head over there with him.
I just took a shower though, so I'm
I
probably good
understand
for the
that.
day.
I haven't taken.
I'll make excuses.
I came home and changed into Slammer clothes, so
Slammer. Clothes.
that's
You're
all
you're like Superman. You get up here, Clark Kent, UPS.
You should. My closet is literally Slammer shirts, UPS clothes, and
My,
I
my
have.
closet. My closet is Bucky's shirts and wrestling shirts.
Well, I say that you got your Slammer shirts, the UPS uniforms, and then there's like 5,000 Hulk Hogan and NWO shirts,
That's awesome.
and a whole bunch of boxes of shoes.
Who are you? Who are you? We need to get these.
Who are you? I wish we had little sound effects. We are the sound effects. I thought whoever sang that song was in here just then. Who are you? Who
It's
sang
pretty
that?
close. That's the Who, isn't it?
Is it the Who?
Is it the Who?
Who? Anyway, I am your number one brother, your mega brother, the people's bro, professional wrestler, the biggest baby face in all the land.
Compared to Who?
Compared to anybody. Slammer, brother, I'm never turning heel. Stop asking.
You're like John Cena. The end of your run, you're turning heel.
When
I've seen some flashes of it.
The day I turn heel, you'll know, man, he must be about ready to wrap her up. I tell you what, we won't talk about I think John Cena had a lot of fun being a heel last night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you done with your intro? That's it?
The Who does sing the Who.
Woo,
That's what
yes,
Kathy
all right.
says. Who are you? It's weird that comes up because I was thinking the other day, I was like, I used to have a couple of couple of the Who songs on
really?
my playlist, like Teenage Wasteland
Such a
and
good
Pinball
song.
Wizard, and
Teenage Wasteland's so good.
it is a good song. That song holds up, as they say these days.
As the kids say.
As the kids say.
Well, me over here,
Who are you?
Me, myself, and I am known around these parts as the King of Cool, your number one voted El Presidente.
As voted by Steph the ballot box.
Hey, the other one that stuffed the ballot box is your number one. Your number one Mookie of the Year. Your favorite stepbrother, right over here, Brother Mookie.
Mookie Blaylock. What's your favorite number?
Oh my God, it's been a couple weeks. Like
What's your favorite number, Mookie Blaylock?
21, 20.
10.
I never.
Pearl Jam. What's their first album?
I'm not a big Pearl Jam
10.
fan. I was Alice in Chains,
Oh
man.
my gosh, you knew that Pearl Jam.
Jar of
10.
Flies, man. Jar of Flies.
Right, but everybody knows Pearl Jam's 10.
We'll ask Miss Paige Mack. See if everybody knows. You think she knows Pearl Jam?
You know what? She might know that.
I doubt that.
She probably don't, but she might.
She probably don't. She might. Anybody that wants to call it tonight, 1-900-99 Slam with two M's. That's two M's at the end of Slam. Call in with your
Would that be
questions.
slam 'em? Slam 'em. Slam 'em. Slammer gonna slam 'em.
All right, let's catch up on some chat here.
Chat
Oh,
us up.
We've got quite a bit here.
Oh my gosh, there's 4,000 people on here. Chat us up.
Uh,
I'm gonna share.
Oh,
Everybody
oh,
share
Doc.
while you're at it.
Doc is he's making fun of me for making excuses. And that he goes, I make excuses and he makes gains. Josh Summers in the chat says, "What's up, brother? What's up, Josh? Thank you for joining us tonight." Doc says NWO was his favorite time in wrestling. Man, NWO, it's funny. They still make NWO merchandise
The
to
NW.
this day, and
NW
it's still like a top selling.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the NWO merchandise. That and Austin stuff's like number one selling merch.
Yeah, and The Rock, the people's champ.
We'll talk
the
about
final boss.
We'll talk about him a little bit too.
Josh Summers says John Cena's the GOAT, 17-time champion. I give this year's WrestleMania a 7.5 out of 10. We're giving 0.5s out. We're giving halves.
Yeah, we're giving halves. Whoa!
There we go.
What was that?
I'm not sure. Nothing popped up on my chat.
Something happened.
Daniel Lopez is in chat.
Daniel
All
Lopez,
right,
what's
the Memphis
up, brother?
Crew is back and on the road, brother.
Oh, where you heading, brother?
It's been a while since we've seen him.
Yeah, we seen him down at American Hostile down
American
in.
Hostile.
Where was we at? Was that
That was,
Crothersville?
that was an outside show on
Was
like,
that
the river.
Crothersville?
I don't remember what town that was.
I think it might have been Crothersville. That was the last time we seen him. That was.
That's when you faced
Holy
what was that?
Bullwhip.
Bullwhip.
I like Bullwhip, man.
I was
I mean, he's
impressed by
big and
Bullwhip.
mean, but I like Bullwhip.
I was impressed by the Bullwhip guy. Looking at him, I was like, "Oh gosh, this guy is
I thought,
another cowboy with a whip."
dude, he's different, man.
He was good.
I thought me and him had a really good match
He
too.
did.
I was like, oh man, I think this guy might kill me, and we had a really good match,
I was
man.
really impressed by him.
It was pretty neat. Just who knows?
Doc says he has something he wants to chat with you about with the charity event he's working on.
Whoa!
Mad Max says Josh Summers looks like he's more quiet fella on the die cut dudes.
What?
I'm not sure.
More quiet.
He's not chiming in as much.
Okay. Cacaw.
Buenas noches to our
Buenos-
friends down south of the border, by the way.
Bueno. Whoa.
Buenas noches.
That's some big news too. Buenos Noches AAA is owned by WWE.
My gosh.
You know,
I happen to be
dude,
watching
I tell
the
you what,
pre-show.
they're just.
But this was
WWE,
Vince's ultimate pipe dream.
They're going to take over the world.
Yeah.
Indie wrestling. Well, I don't know what's going on with that New Japan and The Rock, but I mean, they're going to own the indies.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. I mean, they will own everything. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean they've got America pretty much all locked down. They just bought the biggest company down in Mexico. Buenas
Are they
noches.
bigger than
Everybody wants it down there.
CMLL, or is CMLL just the oldest?
I think it's the oldest, and they're probably neck and neck, probably like WWE, WCW back in the day. But
Wow, yeah.
I think AAA.
But don't they hate each other? Doesn't AAA and CMLL hate each
They
other?
do. Because I remember like when Penta and Phoenix was on AEW, like when the CML guys, like they weren't allowed to be on the show. If they were on
that's
the show,
right.
Stuff like that.
Hey, on your phones, you're watching this, hit that share button right now. Like, comment, share, do all that stuff.
Oh, let's see. Doc says they need to bring the NWO back with some of the newer wrestlers, giving them a bit of a spotlight.
Nope. I don't.
I'm not totally against this idea.
I'm anti that, man.
See, I mean, I get it.
That'd be like saying, let's bring DX back.
They brought Four Horsemen back in how many different variations?
Yeah, but Flair was there the whole time, and Arn Anderson was there. I mean, you had your core.
They
the
could bring
Four Horsemen.
Horse Hogan would come back for the NWO.
The four.
Stevie Ray, you know.
The Four Horsemen, though. I mean, you always had Flair and Anderson.
Yeah.
But those other two always were. I mean, Tully Blanchard. I guess he was a mainstay for a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Luger and Barry Windham.
Sting at one point.
Sting for a hot minute.
Pillman,
Benoit.
Jeff Jarrett. Technically,
Mongo was a Four Horseman.
Mongo?
Did he just die?
I don't think
that he died.
I don't think.
Or was somebody prematurely saying that?
Oh, I hadn't seen that. The Pope died.
Pope died, but that'd been a bigger deal. I thought I seen something about.
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has, but I thought I seen something, and if I prematurely said that, I apologize. But yeah, Mongo.
Candle's in the chat. She says, "Sorry for yelling. I got a little excited."
My gosh, settle down there, Chico.
She says, "Hello, fellas. What's
Hello,
up, girl?" Doc has already shared and just subscribed.
You are the man.
Maybe that's
Doc.
what that noise was.
Was that the noise?
That may have been the noise.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Look at a little bit of this day of history of wrestling.
Yeah,
this little day in history in wrestling is kind of a pretty cool day in history.
Cool. I kept up with that last week while you were gone.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
I thought, you know what, I better do
Appreciate
this
that.
day in history.
Awesome.
And it was pretty good. Paige didn't understand any of it, but I did.
Yeah. It's pretty cool looking back at some of the stuff isn't worth mentioning.
Yeah, I think the first thing was something about Ed the Strangler Lewis, and she was like, I was like, I just know his name. I know very little about him, but I'm like, I know the name. Remember the name, Ed Strangler Lewis. Sorry about that.
On this day, in the back in the year 2002.
In the year 2002.
In the year
It's a good song by the Jonas Brothers.
Oh,
The year 3000.
I don't play Innocent.
I have a daughter, so I know who the Jonas
I
Brothers
have a daughter too.
And let me tell you, man, when the Jonas Brothers come rolling through St. Louis, the two girls upstairs are front row. Matter of fact, I think they're coming back through again. I like
They
the
still tour?
Oh yeah,
Oh wow.
I like the Jonas Brothers. I like their music. Sign me. I'm a Joe bro.
What about Hanson?
Never.
Are you up there bopping?
No, I wasn't bopping. That wasn't my cup of tea, as the kids say.
I believe they spilled the tea now though. On this day in the year 2002,
Oh, sorry. about that.
WWF Backlash occurred at the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri.
That had to be one of the last WWF events then.
Funny you say that. It marked the very end and last day of the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF, very last event until the World Wildlife Foundation, that's what it was, World Wildlife Foundation, overtook the name. They had to change the name to WWE, which we know currently, which is crazy. I think they've now been WWE
Longer than they were the WWF,
Yeah.
but they will always be the WWF. As a matter of fact, if I recall correctly, the World Wildlife Fund and the World Wrestling Federation had an agreement,
They did.
but I think with the WWF Attitude Era being as
Yeah,
crazy as
that's
it
what it was.
was, they didn't like their name being associated with
Yeah.
such. Thanks, Vince Russo.
Yeah. Damn you, Sable. And your handprints. That's the first thing that pops into my mind when I think of Attitude Era. Oh,
Handprints?
Sable handprints.
That big handprint from Andre the Giant on that T-shirt back in 1990.
Not the handprints I'm
Oh.
thinking of.
I know that.
If you had one handprint, I'd have been like, I'd have been real.
You'd have been like,
Any-
"Ooh,
anyway,
caw."
other than the that being the last WWF event ever before the name change, the main event of that night was The Undertaker taking on the immortal Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan won he was the very last WWF champion
And
and the very first WWE champion.
And that was the last image they showed when they went off the air.
Him
The
holding up
last
the belt.
the WWF, him holding the WWF title up
Yeah,
as they went off the air. Rightly so. I mean,
but then
Hulkster ushered in the way
wrestling era pretty much.
the whole big time era of wrestling. It was only right that he held that belt one last time.
So the following night, which I never even realized was, I guess, the debut of WWE,
It was weird.
was in St. Louis. That's the show me and Mr. Cody Booyer went to.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, because we got to see Hulk come out with the championship. Oh, it was so awesome. RVD took on Mr. Perfect that night. I remember that was such an oddball match.
Was you can
Matt Hardy versus Brock Lesnar was like the opening match of Raw.
let's see, 2002. I mean, the internet was here.
Uh-huh.
I was not on the internet very much in 2000.
I was more like an
Two.
America Online kind of fellow.
But when I was watching 2000, okay, so I wasn't working at UPS yet. I remember watching that, and the very first thing they did, they had like a shrub outside of the WWF logo, and they were all, "Get the F out," and I'm like, "What does this mean? What is happening?" I didn't know the name change was going on, and they kept doing that, and we was watching it, and was Lillian Garcia the announcer at the time?
Probably.
And I heard her say, WWE, the WWE. I'm like, I told Heather, I was like, did she just say WWE?
Yeah.
And that is the night I realized what was going on. Like,
That's the night
they
you
are
turn
not
the
the
TV off and
WWF.
You've
no
never
more.
tuned in since.
And it's like, this is why they're saying get the F out, because it was like, what are they saying get the F
Yeah.
out for? It's like, man,
So
the
crazy.
Attitude Era was over. Wow, yeah, memories.
Oh, yeah. Also on this day in 2004, just 2 years later after that.
Oh boy, I was working at UPS. It's
You
gonna be-
wouldn't have seen this one. I got this one on DVD somewhere. The Tennessee State Fairgrounds in Nashville. I've actually been to this place and watched an event.
This TNA stuff.
This is TNA, NWA TNA.
NWA
at the time.
TNA, okay.
AJ Styles defeated Jeff Jarrett in a steel cage match to become the NWA champion.
Was they doing all their shows at the fairgrounds
Yeah.
then?
I think their first three shows was in not Nashville, Forgot what town.
So what you do in the car? Out the car
Where's Conrad
window?
from? Huntsville,
Huntsville,
Alabama.
Alabama.
That's where their first 3 shows were. Then they went to.
Nashville.
It was Nashville, but it wasn't.
But then they went.
It wasn't the fairgrounds. It was. I went to this place. I didn't realize TNA had, or NWA, whatever, had shows there where Ring of Honor always went. And AEW actually had their very first show there before they moved to where the hockey arena. It was a smaller arena
In Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah, Elvis Presley even played in this building.
Whoa.
It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool old building.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of what the name of the place is. Also on this day, 2016,
Okay.
NXT. Samoa Joe becomes the NXT champion.
Whoa, really? That?
Defeats Finn Balor.
Oh my gosh, they were in NXT and
Yeah.
man,
How
that
crazy
is
is that thing?
crazy. I like Samoa Joe, man.
I've always been a Joe fan.
I like
I've
Samoa
always been an
Joe.
AJ Styles fan. I've always been a Joe fan.
The last little bit of he had that Joe shirt. I did say Joe on it. I was like, we was up at one of the events. I was like, I want to get that Joe shirt, and they didn't have it.
Oh, really?
Man, I wanted to
See, I
get
don't know if I
it
was
so
going to wear that
bad.
shirt.
Well, here's the bad thing. I buy a lot of stuff and it goes and gets hung out. and then I like that John Cena shirt I wore yesterday.
Yeah.
I got that. Man, Paige was just a little kid. That was we got that whenever that.
So I get my shirts. I like to wear them, but I consider what's on them because I'm like, I don't know if I want to. I remember there was an APA shirt back in the day,
Always pounding.
pounding ass. And I was like, man, I always wanted that shirt, but I'm like, I don't want to walk around with a shirt that says always pounding.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do that.
That would not be you don't wear that to church on Sunday. You don't
A
wear that
Sunday
at the
best.
grocery store either.
Not Sunday best. Randy's in the chat. Randy says, hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
What's happening? And also on this day, way back in 1980,
Whoa, we went from 2002 to 2004
Well, it's gonna
to
be kind of-
2016 to 1980.
it's going to be kind of a lead-in to,
Okay.
to the next segment.
Oh, the next segment. Are we already to Bro's Orb?
That I don't know.
No, we're on the Bro
Almost.
Zone. We're still in the Bro Zone.
On this day in 1980, Madison Square Garden's WWF show, Pat Patterson defended his Intercontinental Championship and lost it to this man who became the second Intercontinental Champion. Who would this be?
Tito Santana. Arriba!
Aruba? No.
Wasn't Tito Santana? Let's see, 1980. So Pat Patterson was he a heel? Was Patterson a heel?
I would say he's a good guy considering who he's.
Okay,
Who he
so he
fought in this
lost
match.
it to. Was Tito Santana the third? He would have been the third champion, maybe.
That I don't know right offhand.
Well, then I don't know who the second Who did Tito?
I think he was considered the world's strongest man at this point.
Oh, Don.
You're
Ken
gonna get it.
Patera.
There you go. Mr. Ken Patera beat Pat Patterson 1980 on this day to become the second Intercontinental Champion of the world.
I bet, unless there was a couple changes in there, I bet Tito Santana was pretty much after that. I think
so?
Tito held it for quite a
I don't think
bit.
Ken had it for very long. I think he got fired not too long
Did
after
Don
that.
Morocco have it for a minute?
Morocco did. Morocco's one of my favorite Intercontinental Champions.
Was he the Magnificent Morocco when he had it, or Don
yeah.
Morocco? He was
I
the
think he was-
Magnificent
I think he was-
Morocco.
I always knew him as Magnificent.
Well,
I always remember his LJN shirt said Magnificent Morocco.
He was
on it.
the Rock Don Morocco towards the end of his
Yeah.
run, because he would wear like the tie-dye tank tops
Yep.
and stuff. God
Yep.
dang, man, he was huge.
He was a big boy.
Yeah.
All right. So that kind of that Intercontinental little fact kind of lead us into a quick little segment. Our friend Chad Pressman had a question for us to go over.
Oh boy, is this going to require me to think?
It is.
Oh boy.
The top 5 question, your personal top 5,
Oh jeez, Louise.
and my personal top 5, which I already came up with a list. Intercontinental champions. Who is your top
Oh.
5 IC champs?
top 5. Number 1,
Garuba.
the Honky Tonk Man.
Really?
Gotta be the Honky Tonk
Really?
Man. He was the longest reigning. I'm only doing that because he was. I know Gunther.
Well,
is
we're not
technically
going with the best. We're going with your favorite.
okay.
Top 5 IC champions.
Okay, favorites. Number 1, the
gonna be-
Ultimate Warrior.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it still gonna be Honky?
The Mountie.
The Mountie?
He's handsome, brave, and strong. You know, I'm a Mountie fan.
I know you are.
And it's pretty cool because Jacques Rougeau is a friend of mine on Facebook, and he likes my stuff and comments a lot.
That's cool.
And I'm just waiting for him to say, in French, however it would be, come wrestle for me in Montreal. And then we road trip to Montreal.
I think Kevin Owens is like, don't do it.
I never realized that. I was listening to him on that Van Vliet
Chris Van
podcast.
Chris Van Vliet.
I did not know that he trained
Oh yeah.
at Jacques
did he talk
Rougeau's
about it on
school.
there?
Yeah, but Jacques didn't train.
Yeah.
It was his. I don't know who his trainers were, but anyway, the Ultimate Warrior, Jacques Rougeau. I'm gonna say Roddy Piper, even though it was not for very long. Bret Hart was an awesome Intercontinental Champion, and Owen Hart.
Oh, that's a good five. That's a good five.
That's a good five.
My top
and
five.
I didn't even say Macho Man.
I know.
I didn't
so
say
many
Tito
greats.
Santana.
There's so many greats. You didn't say Kofi Kingston.
I didn't say Chris Jericho. Jericho held it more than anybody. But British Bulldog.
Ricky Steamboat. Yeah. All right, we'll go with my top five real quick. My favorite five. You just said Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's on my list.
He made your list.
He just made the list. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig.
You're telling me The Rock's not on your Intercontinental title list?
See, but I think of Intercontinental Champion. I don't think of him.
I don't either, but he held it.
Oh yeah.
For
He had the purple strapped Intercontinental Championship too. He is by far my all-time favorite wrestler, but I don't think of him. I think of him as world champ.
And you're not even your boy Cody Rhodes. He was the Intercontinental Champion.
He had the mustache.
It's when he brought back the white belt.
Yeah, he did.
I wonder if that was. I wonder. There's no way that he just said, "You know what? I'm going to carry the old classic white belt."
I mean, why else did they bring it back? And then
you got a boss. You know,
He
people are always
made
like,
the
"Well, I
suggestion.
can't believe this guy did this," and that's like, there is a promoter and a booker that tells you what to do. Anyway, go ahead.
Ralph Surf is.
Ralph.
I just took a drink. I'm sorry. Ralph is in the chat.
What's up,
Says,
Ralph?
What's up? Kathy says, "What does intercontinental mean?"
It's kind of like there's way too many belts now. The true belts in the WWF were the World Champion, the Intercontinental Champion, and the World Tag Team Champions. And there for a little while they had the European Championship, which I thought was really cool.
I really liked it.
It started out being cool, but then it just got
British Bulldog.
it just started getting defended everywhere. But I
Yeah.
still like the concept of it.
I
I
really
actually liked the hardcore title when they had it.
That was fun.
But you have your true three belts. Typically, your Intercontinental Champion was going to be your next guy that's going to rise up to be your World Champion.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
my top
breaking
five.
it down.
My top five IC favorite champs.
Sorry about that.
Hello, you're cool. Y2J.
I am cool.
Mr. I'm the king of cool over here. Mr. Perfect. Razor Ramon. Oh yeah.
Ooh, dang it.
I have Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah.
HBK?
And I have HBK / The Miz. I could not.
Hey,
I could not come up with. I couldn't make either one of them, and it like kills me to put the Miz at the same level as HBK there. But they were both great IC champs.
Oh my gosh, I could probably look on this wall right now and name about 50 more Intercontinental champions. The Godfather, Val Venus.
Max, I love Val Venus.
Didn't they kind of fight over it back? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Intercontinental champion.
He had to give up the belt to Bad Blood, right around the
So
Bad
he
Blood.
broke his neck.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
I got that shirt. 0-3-16 says,
Did
I
you?
broke your neck.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got it.
He's like,
I broke it. I broke it.
So, we want to go into weekly purchases, or
Weekly
we want to go to
purchases.
WrestleMania talk? What do we want to do?
Let's go ahead and do weekly purchases because
Okay.
the wrestling talk, I think that could go a little crazy. Anyway, I had pretty good. Let me go with my Easter stuff first.
Okay.
Got the old Easter basket. Got a couple more slap bracelets. Now Paige already.
Not to be confused with Jeff Jarrett slapping us.
That's right, slap bracelets. I got the World Tag Team Championship, Tag Team Championship and a World Tag Team Championship. So those
you're
are
the
pretty
tag
cool.
team. You're the tag team champion of the world.
I am the tag team champion of the world. I've got the only belt I need I need the Undertaker rare belt and the WWF title. But anyway, I already had the Hulk Hogan squish that Walmart had. I got Roman Reigns. 17-time champion John Cena.
I'm going to do impersonations of all these guys.
And today, Heather and Paige were out doing some after Easter shopping, and they brought me home to complete the story. The American Nightmare. Whoa, Cody Rhodes. So that's pretty cool. And then me and Paige, we went on a little adventure Friday night. Heather was up in Chicago, so me and Paige, we had to fend for ourselves, and we went to eat, and then we was like, you know what, let's go to Walmart. We haven't done a...
Janelle says, hello, Slammer.
No, Janelle Slammer. What's going on?
Sonya wants to know, how did you train? Where did you train at Slammer?
Oh, gosh, we'll get in that in a minute. So anyway,
It's a long story.
it is a long story. That may be a story just for a whole nother. I may have to do a whole live episode on that. So anyway, the thumb wrestlers, we finally found those. You get 2 thumb wrestlers, and they come. You don't know who you're gonna get.
Okay.
There's
Mystery, they're
there's
mysteries.
not. There are mysteries in
Mystery
every
bags.
one. There's not 2 in a particular bag, so you might whatever. So anyway,
Oh, so you get 2 heads per bag?
2 heads per bag.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, let me hang on one second. Let me get the. That's a slap band. Okay. So anywho,
So I didn't realize these had 2 per bag.
2 per bag.
That
So
kind of makes
it's
sense.
Thumb War. So anyway, you can get The Undertaker,
The Undertaker.
Drew McIntyre, Bret Hart, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, which Logan Paul is a rare,
Logan Paul.
and The
Shout
Rock,
out to Logan Paul.
and The Rock is a super rare. I open up my first 2-pack,
I smell what you're cooking.
and I got the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, okay? Well, he's got to have somebody to fight. And who's he going to fight? You won't believe this. I opened it up, and I got the super rare The Rock.
The final boss.
So that is a super rare
That's pretty
The
cool.
Rock. Also got another Cody Rhodes in another pack.
I'm kind of sad they didn't make enough neck to put the neck tattoo on Cody.
Oh,
you just missed out.
that would have been, it actually would have been good
Mhm.
because it's kind of plain. Kevin Owens, I almost said Kevin Steen. Okay.
Same.
And then the 2, we got The Undertaker with the teardrop.
The Undertaker.
What was that, like 1997?
Yep, the 97 taker.
And then this is my favorite one,
The
Bret
excellence,
the Hitman Hart.
the excellence of execution.
So those are really cool, man.
So he's
anyway,
like a 2 or 3 time Hall of Famer now.
yeah, he looked real thrilled.
Shaking Hunter's hand.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was so aggravated because I thought that was going to start at 10 o'clock.
It's like 11 o'clock.
It was midnight.
Was it midnight?
They had the
Pre-show or something? Red carpet?
they had the red carpet from 11 Central to
Oh, my
midnight.
gosh.
And I was like, I just wanted to see Lex Luger. Thank you, Lord. Lex Luger was the first one on
Oh,
there.
really?
So I watched Luger, and then Michelle McCool came out, and I could have cared 2 craps less about anything she had to
Undertaker
say,
didn't like that.
and I went to sleep. And from what I understand, Triple H talked for 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Luger, he did stand up, walked up to the podium.
Awesome.
He may have talked, maybe 10 minutes after Diamond Dallas Page inducted him. So, anywho, still yet. So anyway, my big boy purchase of the week, man. You knew I was going to get this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first caller of the
Whoa.
night. Sorry to interrupt,
Nope,
Mr.
nope,
Slammer.
go ahead. Let's see who's on here.
Thank you for calling 1-900-99-SLAM. You are on the Bro Show. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Greg.
Greg, where you calling from, Greg?
Greg Valentine. I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri.
Greg.
Greg Valentine from St. Man, that name sounds familiar.
You out there
I
hammering?
can't hammer it down, but that just seems so familiar.
You had a question.
You got a brother named Johnny?
I do. And
I thought it was Dad.
My
It was
best
Dad.
friend
Dad.
is Brodus. My best friend's name is Brodus, but not the beefcake.
Brodus? Was it Clay?
Speaking of, happy birthday, Brutus Beefcake.
Yes,
today.
yes. Happy birthday, Bruce Beefcake.
I kind of look like that gym teacher you had in elementary school.
Oh my God! I get the joke. Go ahead, Mr. Hammer, or Valentine.
Oh, no. My name is not Hammer. My name is Greg
I
Valentine.
think it's Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doo-doo.
Shabba-doo.
All All right, Mr.
Spell
Sandberg.
Rizzuto.
The wrestling question for you tonight is, how many appearances did Hulk Hogan have at WrestleMania?
How many what?
Appearances?
Yes. How many
Oh,
appearances
wow.
did Hulk Hogan have at
1,
WrestleMania?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he was in first 9.
He was back at 18
18, 19.
and 24.
And then he was at the Tampa one.
Yeah. A lot. Numbers are hard, sir.
I would say that the answer is 11.
11. What did we say? We got right up to about 10, 11.
I know.
We were
I
close.
could be wrong.
Wrestling appearances.
How many WrestleMania appearances have
Well,
you made? Mr.
that's
Hammer?
that's why he's saying 11 wrestling
Oh.
appearances.
Oh, this ain't about me. It's about Hogan. Hey,
Like
I
Adam
have a question
Sandler.
for you.
All right, go ahead.
Yibbity-doo!
Are Kane and Undertaker partners?
Let's go straight to the dead man himself. Yes, me and Kane, real brothers.
All right.
Rest in peace. My dad's Paul Bearer.
It is confirmed by the dead man himself.
Shabba-doo, shabba-doo.
Hee-hoo!
Well, that's all Greg Valentine has for you this evening, folks. So,
Right.
All right.
You know, goodbye now.
All right, have a figure four and good night.
There you go.
Get that shin guard off your leg. I don't
Oh,
recall
my
Greg
gosh.
the Hammer sound like Adam Sandler.
I have no idea what was going on.
Scooby-Doo, Shoo-ba-doo,
Yibbity-doo!
hee-hoo.
I'm so
Launch Ladyland.
I'm so confused of what's happening
What,
here.
what was that?
Tim Mendel's in the chat says
Tim!
hello. And he's currently driving back from Vegas.
Yeah, man, he was out in Vegas, man.
That's
He sent me a whole bunch of pictures.
That's awesome.
And my last purchase of the week. We'll go ahead and get this out of the
Mama
way.
Kathy put hashtag stranger danger in there.
Stranger danger, for real.
Oh, baby.
Dun, 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 dun.
Speaking
NWO.
Speaking of NWO.
That's the NWO
Oh,
right there,
That is
baby.
awesome.
Hogan, Hall, and Nash. These rule. They're in their jackets. Too Sweet and Hogan and Nash. These rule.
This would have been like the, 2000?
2002. No
Two.
Way Out comeback.
Return.
The return.
When Vince McMahon was going to poison the WWF.
Hogan was just, man, people wanted the old Hogan back. Vince wasn't going to keep.
Show the back of that box. The
Oh,
back
yeah,
of that box
back-
is really cool.
Dude, the whole box rules, man.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Even the side. Hogan, Hall, Nash. That's your NWO right there, kids.
I hope I can
I
find
don't
that marked
care.
down. Cause I
You
want,
know, my goal, because you know how it was the first time I seen it, I was like, oh my gosh. And it was really hard the first time I seen it to just leave it sit there
Yeah.
because I just can't
it's a
let.
steep price. That's why I'm like,
It is.
I need that. I need that. I need it.
What
But I go,
the problem is,
I need that figure fixed with that one.
if it, just like that Rock, Peter Maivia,
Oh.
and Rocky Johnson one, I wasn't paying $70 for that. That thing
Yeah.
got marked down, and I seen it was like $15 and $10 at some places. I never seen it.
Well,
and I
I
was
picked it
like-
up when they hit 30 at our Walmart,
Hmm
and I'm glad I did because I didn't see it again after that.
That's what's going to happen with that. Is if it does get marked down, it is never going to be seen again, and you're going to pay top dollar for it from somebody second selling it,
Flop dollar.
flop dollar. So, anywho, I'm pumped, man.
Michael
about
says
that.
NWO for life.
NWO
Tim Mendel's
for
says
life.
NWO for life.
You're right,
Ralph
man.
says NWO for life. Michael says that caller was so hilarious.
That was Greg Valentine, apparently.
AKA
Wings!
AKA Adam Sandler.
All right, man. This is Bro Is Orb. Welcome to Bro Is Orb.
So I had a few pickups
Oh, you had some pickups.
a few weeks ago, but I was absentee the past week.
The Hitman is not impressed.
He's gonna be impressed with these.
The Hitman's always. You ever see that one random picture of him smiling, holding the belt? It's so awkward.
Oh, I don't know.
Look that
I-
up.
I
Like
maybe have.
1993, Bret Hart has the belt on his shoulder, and he's got a big smile on his face. I don't know if he was just finishing smoking or whatever, but
He's all back.
it's, Bret Hart is the most non-happy person on the planet. I love the Hitman. My gosh,
Okay.
talk about not a happy camper.
So first up, everybody knows who follows the show. I am a big WWF Jakks Bone Crunching Action figure fan. This week, I'm still continuing my journey to complete the Bone Crunching Action series up to, I don't know how far I'm going to go. Right here, I have Series 5.
Series 5.
Series
And I
5.
thought you had. I thought you had.
I have Rocky Maivia.
Uh-huh. Do you have Flash Funk? You have Flash Funk.
I
Well, if you don't,
This week-
maybe you do now.
This week,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
the world's most dangerous man and the world's plainest action figure.
Pretty plain, pretty awesome though. Let me see this. You got boots or kick pads on?
He's got the kick pads.
I'll be
So
darned.
they actually got kick pads on
You
them.
know the Ken Shamrock I got.
Ken Shamrock, world's most dangerous man. This is his very first figure.
Look at that. He's just got little short boots on.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Isn't that weird?
These may be the first kick pad action figures. Because before him, I remember 1, 2, 3 Kid had.
I'm going to tell you somebody that wore
Here
kick
we
pads.
go.
I am going to blow your mind.
Oh, let's hear it.
Repo Man.
Oh, God, he did.
He
sure did.
He might even have them on in the. I got a Hasbro Repo Man.
Roger's in the chat says, hey, yo, what's up, guys?
Repo Man up there. But yeah,
So,
he's
I wonder
got gray
I wonder if he's got kick pads on.
in
Well,
that. Yeah, he's got kick pads on there.
And the 1, 2, 3 Kid,
And the 1, 2,
Bendy
3 Kid,
has
he
kick
had
pads.
he had kick
Okay, I
pads.
stand to be correct. Maybe this is the first bone crunching
He's
action.
the first one. Repo Man.
And
kick
also,
pad
and
wearer.
also to continue my journey down the path of Series 5.
Please be Flash Funk. Please be Flash Funk.
Yeah. This
Dude,
figure,
that rules.
this figure was freaking a pain in the arse to find.
Really?
Either all the boxes were really screwed up, or the few that wasn't screwed up are insanely priced online. Luckily, I follow a bunch of action figure pages on Facebook. I kind of put a post out asking anybody if they had it. Had a dude reach out, like $20 shipped, right here.
What?
I was so happy. Flash Funk.
$20
Yep.
shipped?
Yep.
Whoa, dude.
So it cost about 10 to ship. So I
That-
paid about $10 for the figure.
that rules, man. Gosh,
But
dang,
look,
that's
but look at the crazy look in his
that-
eyes.
May I? Man, I love Flash Funk. That
I
rules,
used to be-
man.
I hate to say I was a funkette, but I was a
Oh,
I
I
was
was-
a funker.
He also.
Like, he's got those big, like, weird
Yeah.
floppy boot cover things
Yeah.
on, though. But you can tell that's like
I loved it. I loved that look.
that whole figure. You can tell
Because the
is
only other
custom made for
person to
him.
wear some crazy big boots like that, remember Jean-Pierre Lafitte when he was the pirate?
Oh.
He wore them big, crazy boots
See,
like that.
the one I think of was Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne had some,
He did have some big
Yeah.
boots, didn't he? Gosh, dang, man, that rules.
but you look at that. I don't think they was able to probably reuse maybe the arms, maybe not. But everything on Flash Funk is pretty much got to be Flash Funk.
That is great.
He's even got his hat, his gold chains.
Flash, Funk, ooh, Flash. Oh, you got another one?
I have a few more items.
Whoa! Bro, his orb is
So-
on fire
So
tonight.
I've recently moved. I've been going through boxes, trying to condense stuff down, trying to get rid of stuff. I found a few items.
We must be on a time delay.
Oh, we must be. Oh.
I guess we can cuss and stuff, and it'll bleep out.
Bleep it out.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Something I ran across in one of my boxes I completely forgot I had. Old school. This is not a new pickup. This is just, as Brian Last says, from the archives.
From the archives. Ooh, hey,
Yeah, look at that.
that's good.
Did you have one of these?
Oh, he talks.
Yeah, the power of Hulkamania.
I don't have that.
Uh-huh.
Those were just gigantic Hasbro's.
Hasbro's.
I've got a big Hulk Hogan over there somewhere. He's holding a Hulkamania headband with 2 left arms.
So grab a hold of your seats, boys and girls. It is being donated. It's being donated. I'm
Oh.
condensing some of the collection down.
Oh, I'll take it.
You have to pull it slow because the box. Oh, the Adam Sandler calling in again.
That was Hulk Hogan saying, "Ah, ah." Oh man, this rules. Thank you,
And I have.
dude. If you got the Ultimate Warrior, I
I
made
don't.
that myself.
I sadly don't have Warrior. And I found this.
Oh, gee.
An
A
autograph.
shoot interview with
I got this one. I remember getting this one autographed by Jimmy Hart.
as Paige would say,
Look how
Grandpa Jimmy.
look at the old.
That was
that's Memphis right there.
That's Gentry Jimmy.
Would you be interested in a Jimmy Hart autograph
Good
DVD?
Lord, I would.
I figured if
I'll go-
anybody would like Jimmy Hart, it would be you.
I'll see him in October. I'll have him autograph it.
Again?
Say, Jimmy, will you autograph that again? I got this from somebody who's already autographed it. Can you autograph it for me, Jimmy?
So I thought from my archives to yours, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Happy Easter.
I'm gonna get me some promo pictures like this. I'm gonna be
That'd be
I'm
awesome.
gonna go.
Can I be the shadow picture in the
Yes,
background?
yes,
We
you
make it like those family portraits from like Sears.
You look up at the side,
I'll be
and
like
I'll be
this.
going.
That would be awesome.
That was actually pretty cool if you would have seen that. Oh, brother, that
And-
rules.
And I'm not donating these to the archives, to your archives, but I want to show you a couple things I found randomly.
I've got that Hulkamania headband.
Oh,
over
really?
there, yeah.
I found a couple more things from my archives. I've pulled from the boxes just to show, because I know you'll be fans of this. But these stay in mind. These stay in mind.
This is my pickup of the week. Hulk Hogan.
Do you remember the Bill the
What?
Bill and Ted cereal box? Do you remember the Bill and Ted cereal?
I don't.
I don't know how I still have this
I,
back in the day. But this is the Bill and Ted. I know you're a big Bill and Ted fan
I
also.
love Bill and Ted. They are my life. Bill and Ted,
But
Beavis
this
and
is-
Butthead. That's
Yeah.
people that molded me, man.
I figured you would enjoy seeing this.
Oh man.
I thought that was pretty
Hey,
cool.
they have some Bill and Ted. I don't collect anything but wrestling stuff.
Action figures.
But they have some
Yeah.
Bill and Ted action
I've
figures
looked
out
at
there
them
in the
before.
wild.
I've looked at them before.
And man, if I could have Bill, Ted, and Rufus,
That'd be awesome.
those would go right upstairs in the
On-
living room.
On the mantle.
On the mantle.
Sorry, Heather. Sorry, I mean, girl upstairs.
She's gonna hear this. She's gonna say,
All right, I have two more.
Hey, there's a picture down that Bushwhacker Luke has, and I want it so bad. And Heather loves it too.
Oh, I remember you telling me.
that picture of him and Luke in New Zealand. Dude, it is the coolest picture ever. I saw that picture so bad. I want to hang it right above the fireplace in the living room.
Chad Pressman is in the chat. I did ask you a question. We went over, like I said, the top five, our top five Intercontinental Champions. Do you want to go over your quick five real quick?
Okay, I said Bret Hart, Owen Hart,
Mountie.
the Mountie,
Oh my gosh, who was the other two now?
Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was my number one.
Yeah.
Warrior, Mountie, Hitman, Owen. Well, who in the heck else did I say?
I think you said Marty Jannetty.
Hey, Marty Jannetty. Who did I say?
Oh my gosh, who was? I think you said Godfather.
Oh, Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
I did say, yeah. I'm
It was Val Venus.
I'm
Let's see. Chad Jackson also in the chat says, "What's up, boys?"
What's up, Chad?
Michael says, "How cool Hulk Hogan likes the big figure." Mama
What
Kathy
you
says,
gonna
"Very,
do,
very
brother?"
cool, Mookie, to donate to your bro."
Yeah,
Of course.
man, rules.
There's only one place I knew that would enjoy it as much as I have the whole time I've had it. I'm just trying to condense down. I live in a one-bedroom apartment now, so sometimes stuff's got to go, and that's a big piece that's got to go. Unfortunately.
Whoa. I like the big pieces.
And I have one more thing to show you. I pulled from the archives.
This is the Ultimate Warrior
I'm sorry, two more things.
talking Hasbro.
Unfortunately not. So last I showed you
Oh,
was the
this is my other pickup of the week.
autograph of Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy
DVD.
Hart.
So watch his face, folks.
Oh boy.
You
Yeah.
remember the
Yeah.
WWF Superstar Series cereal? Road Warrior Hawk, Road Warrior Animal. Oh yeah, you got the magnet.
I got the magnet.
So this is the actual cereal box from back in the day. There's the back of the box.
Dude, that rules.
Look at this. You can win a trip to WrestleMania 8.
Good. Let's enter. I want to go to WrestleMania 8.
So I thought that was pretty
That was
cool.
when the Legion of Doom actually came. They didn't even wrestle. They came back at WrestleMania 8
Oh, is it? Okay.
with Paul Ellering. That was when Paul Ellering popped in with them. He wasn't with them the first go around. I got a Bootio's lunchbox.
And last but not least, hold your jaw slammer.
Oh boy. Oh,
I got
it's
it.
the magnet.
I've got the chick magnet himself.
Did you eat all the cereal out of it, or did
I'm
you
sure
just?
I did. 'Cause I was a kid.
Man, you kept the box. I wouldn't even
Yeah,
ever
look at
thought
that.
to keep a box like that.
I just flattened them out and saved them. Sadly, oddly, I've got a bunch more boxes. I got like an Addams Family. I've got a few other like just ones that I saved from my childhood. Just because I was a weird kid.
Frames.
I was a weird kid that just loved to save these things.
Yeah.
And now here it is, 30 years later, awesome
Hey.
to look back at them.
I used to rip out in the TV guides the ads. I got stacks of
I used to do that.
WWF superstars and
I used to do that
My-
with the NBA stuff.
oh
also.
my gosh, I've got all those boxes of Hulk Hogan vitamins in here somewhere too.
Chad wants to know, do you remember the Mr. T cereal?
I pity the fool who don't remember Mr. T cereal. Remember that on Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
I was going to say, the only reason I remember is from Pee Wee's movie, the Pee Wee movie.
I ate Mr. T cereal. I used to get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good morning, Pee Wee. Good morning, breakfast. Would you like some Mr. T cereal? I pity the fool who don't eat my cereal.
And then I think you don't even actually take a bite of that cereal. in the
Oh, he
movie.
does.
Does he take
yeah,
one?
he takes that big fork and he has, because he has the eggs and all that stuff, and he takes one bite and he goes, ha! And he
takes
bites
the
his
napkin. That's what it
napkin.
is. One bite. That's what it is. I'm thinking of Home Alone when Kevin makes a big bowl of
Oh,
macaroni
yeah,
and then doesn't even get a bite.
then the Godfather clock rings and he has to go just...
It's like, thumbs up, hose down. I'm sorry. Wrong Godfather. One person got that joke, and that was you. Everybody else is like, what?
What? Oh, man.
And that concludes my weekly purchases and
Thank you for watching the Bro Show.
and archives.
You're and Bro is Orb. We've got 9 minutes. We got as much time as we want, but we were going to
WrestleMania.
talk about WrestleMania. We don't like to talk about the current stuff, but we did decide we will talk a little WrestleMania here.
Real quick, Tim says he has the little books. I've got, I think, one or two. I think I got one booklet still unopened. It's a green one. I don't remember
But
which
booklet
one.
of what?
These came with WrestleMania. Oh, here it is, Ultimate Warrior. I must have the Ultimate Warrior one.
It's a booklet? Like
They come with like I don't even. Mine's unopened. I never even opened it, so I don't even know what's in it. Oh, it's a Superstar flip book.
It's just free inside.
Yeah.
Open it up.
Let's see here.
It's awful flat if it's in there. That thing's probably long gone.
No, I still have it. It's still unopened.
Okay. I
Yeah,
got you.
That's why I said I had the green booklet that says it's Ultimate Warrior.
You'll
But
find
I
it.
never
Get to digging in the
I'll
archives.
get to it. Real quick, Chad says his top 5 IC champs are Mr. Perfect, Honky Tonk Man, Kerry Von Erich, Pat Patterson, and Tito Santana.
Hey man, Kerry Von Erich, that's
Another good one.
man.
Michael says, I loved it when Val Venus used to say, hello, ladies. Dana's in the chat says, hi, I'm getting ready to watch.
I'm late. Hey, luckily
Late. I'm sorry about
you
that.
can, as soon as you can go rewind and watch it from the beginning. After this is over later on tonight, you can head on over to Slammer 4878, the YouTube
plug.
page. You can watch this episode again and again and again. Get them views up for me.
These are Mick Foley cheap pop.
Cheap Pop. You watch all the episodes. I think I shared it the other day. I shared episode 1. I'm
I
like,
did see
you
that.
can watch everything
That's cool.
except for 36 and 37 for some reason. But anyway, the Bro Show is on Slammer 4878. Go watch, subscribe, do all that stuff.
All right, night 1, Jay Uso took on Gunther in the opener for the, is it the world title? The world title.
Championship.
The
Whatever.
show opener, main event. This is what I thought was so funny. Main event, Jay Uso in the show
opening
opener.
match. Hey, I give that match. I give that match a 10 out of 10.
What?
I do. I liked everything about it.
Like Fred Sanford right now. It's
I,
a big
I-
one.
Hey, I was even fine with him making him tap out at the end.
No, I did not like
it
that.
was fine. It wasn't like he sat there and put him to sleep. It was almost like you hit him with these big moves, and then you got him in it, and it's like, oh crap!
Yeah.
Just a quick,
And I seen a funny post.
I will live to see another day.
I don't know if it was Patrick or somebody on Facebook posted. It's funny, Gunther can tap out at WrestleMania, but these indie wrestlers
can't tap out.
I thought that was a good.
Hey, I tapped out once.
Did you?
Remember when we went down to American Hostile and that dude put me and RW had his retirement match?
Okay.
He made me tap.
Oh, I don't remember that. I
Yeah,
don't
he
remember
put me
you
in that
tapping.
weird arm thing, and I was like, whoa, screw this.
I don't remember you tapping. I remember being there for that one.
I tapped. I tapped out.
Tap or snap.
I think
Kurt
that
Angle would say.
that's the only time I tapped out.
Up next,
It's the only time I've ever been asked to tap out. So.
what do you mean asked?
I mean, I tapped out because it hurt my arm.
Up next, we had
I got big arms, man. I didn't want to miss a workout
got
after
chicken
that.
wings over there.
Mm-hmm.
Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Yeah,
That match went way too long.
to me there was about 3 WrestleMania filler matches, and they were all on night 1, and this was the first one of them.
They got Sami Zayn didn't have a match, and those two had a match.
Yeah.
I get it. They're trying to get Jade over. The match, Naomi's way better than her as a wrestler, and that match should have lasted like
A lot
30
shorter.
seconds
Yeah.
and been done.
Up next, we had War Raiders taking on New Day. This was another filler match.
Another filler match. I liked it for
Matches like this make me hate the 2-day event because
Yeah.
these are unnecessary matches.
Yep, they either need to they could put some more people in to have short matches or whatever. You can have some short matches.
And
WrestleManias, there used to be some 4 and 5 minute long matches.
what's Hansen's name? And
Hansen and Rowe.
what is Hansen's name? Is it?
Oh, they're Eric and Ivar, but they came down to some other names because they were being some sort of characters from a video
I
game.
did see that. But Hansen, the one with the big beard.
Beard.
Did
He's
you see
Rowe.
when
Hansen.
he did that.
Yeah, dude. I tell you what, man. I used to watch those guys in Ring of Honor.
I love those guys in Ring of Honor.
That's when they was War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
What are they now?
Warbeard. They were Warbeard back then.
Then
They were War Machines, then went to Warbeard or something like that.
okay, well, I remember them being War Machine in
Uh-huh.
Ring of Honor, and I was like, man, these guys rule.
Yeah.
And then I just haven't liked them since they've been WWF.
Since they came out.
I like it that they dropped the whole Viking thing for the most part.
Yeah.
That Hansen dude, Hansen, the big dude.
Yeah.
Holy
He's-
moly,
he's-
that dude can
he's the one I
move.
like.
Yeah. And
He
I
did
mean-
that. He did that moonsault. Watching that live, I was like, oh my gosh! But then the replay, instead of like springing back,
yeah,
he
I
almost
thought
he was
gonna-
almost level before he kicked off that top rope.
Yep. Because
He
I
almost
was,
had a Brock Lesnar moment.
because that's what we was watching. I said I could do a moonsault. And he goes, I think you can. I said if I had the crash pad to practice, I think I could pull it off. Anyway,
I'll talk to Scotty Z about
I like the New Day. I've always liked the New Day, so I'm totally cool with him. I like Kofi, so I'm cool with them guys winning it. So,
Next we had a Grande Americano. Ooh, I had a nice tongue roll there.
That honestly,
Taking on Ray Phoenix.
I think that might have been my favorite match of the 2 nights.
Really?
I enjoyed it.
I've always been a Ray Phoenix fan.
I like Phoenix. That was supposed to be Rey Mysterio,
Mhm.
but
I was really
I-
hoping when Mysterio went down, they were going to throw Ray Phoenix in there.
you got your wish.
And I was so happy they did.
I liked the match. I liked everything about it. I liked that Americana Grande won.
Yeah. Americano Grande.
It's one of those things that's like you felt good for him winning because I just think he's just been pushed down and
I hate how he finally has his WrestleMania moment. He's got a freaking
El
mask on.
Grande Americano. But anyway, good match. I love that match. Plus
Chances Heat.
Phoenix is pretty smooth.
Justin is in the chat. Says Brother Slammer, Brother Mookie,
Brother.
Up next we had L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Taking on Jacob Fatu. I was happy with this match.
I liked the match just fine.
This was maybe, other than the main event, this was maybe my favorite match of the night.
I liked it.
Of night 1.
I figured Fatu would win. I like LA Knight.
Yeah. I'm a fan of both these guys.
He's just, man, I'm glad he was just on WrestleMania. Good for him.
Yeah.
I hope they do something with him
Time's
now.
running out with him. He's an older dude.
It's just like,
I actually hated him.
they've just kind of been fumbling him for a while. It's like, man, I don't understand. I mean, Jey Uso, look how over he is. And they stuck with it. It's like LA Knight, man. It's like Cornette said.
The crowd loves him.
You got a guy that's hot, man, and it's like, and then you just keep putting him with Shinsuke Nakamura week after week. It's like, man, just.
Which he's MIA. Where was he at?
He was in that Battle Royal,
Was
and
he?
I don't even know who won it. I just seen a little clip of everybody walking to the ring.
Oh.
Couldn't even tell you who won.
Travis Scott won that one. Cactus Jack. Oh. Chad said, "Yeah, Jacob did awesome." I thought yeah.
Oh yeah,
He-
he's a
I've never
beast.
seen him not being awesome.
That moonsault dude is
Just boom,
right
boom,
on,
boom,
man.
boom.
Just slick.
Up next, we had Tiffy Time versus Charlotte Flair.
Good match.
See, this match started off, in my opinion, very sloppy, and then the next portion of the middle of the match, they both picked it up, nailing everything, and then I could tell at the very end, Charlotte's still not back to ring
ring ready. She
ring
got a
ready.
little ring rust.
She was gassed. I could tell at the end.
Right,
It looked like
winner.
Tiffy was getting gassed. Yeah,
Right winner. I think.
I love Charlotte Flair.
I think-
I'm a Charlotte Flair fan. I screw all the haters on her.
I think fans might have set the seats on fire if Charlotte
Oh,
would have won.
It'd have been like
I
Cena would have
really
won.
do.
Yeah.
It's like I think people did not want Charlotte to
Yeah.
win.
That makes me sad because she's one of the best
She is. She's awesome.
women
but-
wrestlers they have.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm not a women's wrestling fan at all. And there's a few that I do enjoy, and she is one of them that I actually absolutely enjoy watching. And to round out night one, we had Seth Franklin Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, Chick Magnet Punk.
I thought it was Chicago made.
Charlie, he's got all kinds of nicknames for the
I
CM.
think it's Chicago made.
It was originally Chick Magnet Punk.
Really?
He was in a
I
tag team to Chick Magnets. He was Chick
Oh.
Magnet Punk, and his partner was Chick Magnet something else. I forgot what.
And then he
But
changed Chicago made.
Anytime anybody asks him, he's got a different answer every time for what the CM stands for.
I could be-
Charles
I could
Montgomery's
be
another one.
CM Slammer, and it really
There you
makes sense.
The funny thing is, before this match, I told Cody, because I went over to my buddy Cody's to watch this, I said, watch Heyman turn on both the guys and go with Rollins. Jokingly, I didn't think it was going to happen because Seth Rollins is a solo act. He don't need
you're
a
right.
mouthpiece. He don't need a manager. I was just kind of saying it jokingly because I'm like, how shocking would that be? And he kind of shocked me when he took out Punk. I wasn't surprised, but I wasn't ready for it. And then 2 to 3 seconds before he nut shots Roman, I'm like, here it comes! Like,
Yeah.
I seen it.
As soon as Roman kind of pushed him around the side, I was
Got
like,
him into place.
you just knew he was
Yep.
putting him into place. I didn't.
That's when I was like, here it comes!
The only thing I had heard and thought is this when Brock Lesnar comes back and he
Oh, yeah,
aligns
yeah.
back with him. I think Brock Lesnar's done. If he didn't come
Yeah.
back at WrestleMania, I don't see him coming back. I figured he was going to turn on Punk, but I
Uh-huh.
figured he would stay with Roman.
Yeah,
And I kind of figured they might get this little bloodline thing going again.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll see what happens tonight on Monday Night Raw. There's got to be a lot of ends tied up and new stories coming out from the weekend.
New things coming up.
But my gosh, that match, out of those three guys, I would not have picked Seth Rollins. He would have been my last choice out of those three.
I figured he was just there to.
He was kind of a
lose.
filler to me, yeah, or the guy to get pinned.
Yeah.
I thought either Roman or Punk would win.
So
I didn't really know who was going to win, but Seth would have been
if
the
you would
last
have told
one.
me Roman was the guy that was going to take the pin, I would have said, no,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like CM Punk got his main event.
I was.
He could have took it and been like, hey,
Chad says Carmelo Hayes won the Battle Royal.
oh, whoopee.
Tiff did great. Yeah, Chad said the writing was on the wall for Mr. Heyman.
Yeah. Curious to see how that goes. I just don't know about that.
Night 2, man. Night 2. I don't think there was a bad match on night 2.
What?
The opening match, Tyra Valkyrie versus Becky Lynch. The returning Becky Lynch.
That was
Or
not,
no.
That was not the first match.
That was
The Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and
my bad.
Io Sky.
My
was
bad.
Great match.
What a match. And I hate women's wrestling. I should
Hey.
say I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I kind of thought that Bianca might win.
Uh-huh.
She was getting booed. I think the same thing.
This was one
I
of
think
those-
the same thing with her, like with Charlotte right now. I think people are kind of done with her.
You think?
They were booing her pretty bad.
I guess I didn't
If
really
Rhea
notice
would
that.
have won, people would have been happy.
Oh, yeah.
But that crowd, I could not believe how behind they are of that little Io Sky girl. Because I just don't get it.
Me neither.
I don't get it at all. She looks rough. I mean, even though she weighs 100 pounds, she lays stuff in, man. She is kicking the crap out
Yeah.
of some of these girls. I'm like, I wonder how many
But, I
times.
mean, that's what a person of her size in a wrestling, that's what they need to do to make it
Well,
look
yeah.
good.
Yeah, because it. So anyway, I guess a good match, I guess, and the way it ended
Yeah.
was fine. I think as long as
That's a good
really,
ending.
I really think those fans would have
Rioted.
rioted if
Yeah.
Bianca would. I don't know why they're all of a sudden against her. I guess they just don't like her like they used to.
Yeah.
Just plain
Well,
and simple.
time changes and everybody
Time
kind of
changes.
bandwagons everybody.
Yep.
Chad says he's going to Raw next week. That's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
All right.
Maxwell says Eli and I are going to Backlash.
Oh, sweet.
Chad says Lyra and Becky. Yeah, they were a tag team. My bad. I was reading my writing and I had a versus, but it's a tag team.
Yeah, I'm going to get screwed up on a couple of these matches because
I don't have them obviously written in order.
let's see, the second match.
Was it Damien?
Oh,
Damien Priest. Let's go with Damien Priest
okay,
right
let's
now.
go
and,
with it because
and Drew McIntyre.
I had two matches that I ended up missing because of tornado warnings,
Yeah.
and our power went out for a minute.
Oh,
Then we went downstairs, and then we turned the news on because literally
that happened
there
during
could have been a tornado
that-
last night.
that happened during the IC match.
I missed that Intercontinental
Oh
match.
my gosh! But the Drew McIntyre, man, I am such a big fan of Drew McIntyre.
Oh, me too. He can.
He puts his body on, like his back was all
I
messed up again.
just when he took that bump on that steel thing when he wrestled CM Punk,
Yeah,
and he took that bump like heck. He gave that DDT and took that
that's
bump
what I was
on
gonna
that.
say. He
Which-
gave the DDT and he took most of the damage on that.
He took another bump though, and I was like, I think
Yeah.
it was through that. Did he go through a table? He
Possibly?
went through a table at the beginning,
Yeah,
but Damien went through
Man.
two at the end. Right winner,
yeah.
Drew rules. I don't know why it took so
I
long for
hope-
him to. I hope
Drew is the one that takes the belt off Jay.
that
Drew
would
would
be
be
fine.
Drew. I would be really happy with that.
Yeah, Drew's awesome. I keep the ball rolling with him.
AJ Styles and Logan Paul.
I did not like that match.
I was so excited to
I don't
watch
know
that
what
match.
it was, man. It's like was AJ just not?
Well,
what
I said
it's
during
almost
this
like
match-
he wasn't right or something.
Well, what I said during this match is I've always been a huge AJ Styles fan from back in the old TNA days. But AJ's gotten older. He's lost a few steps, and I think that's what his issue is. He hasn't kind of reforged his wrestling ability to what he's able to do. He still tries to do a lot of the stuff that he did when he was younger,
Yeah,
and he's a step or two slower doing everything
it was
now.
like it was. I almost felt like it was a long squash
Yeah.
match. And it's like, man, and I like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I don't dislike.
I
him.
love both
I mean,
guys.
I think he's a good wrestler. It's a shame he's not there day in and day out, but a lot of them guys aren't.
Yeah.
Heck, most if you really think about it, none
They
of
only
them
wrestle a
really
few days a
are.
week now.
If you've seen the graphic, Cody Rhodes, 378 days as champion, 9th title
Yeah,
defense.
yeah.
I don't think they're counting all the house shows and stuff, but
Chad says we are sick of Bianca. Brother Slam needs to be at Mania, he says.
that's right, brother. That's right, brother.
Chad, have you ever made it to a WrestleMania? I'm curious on that. He's a big wrestling fan. I've been to one WrestleMania. I went to Detroit WrestleMania 23.
Detroit City.
First time I ever seen a gun pulled on somebody was in
Oh
Detroit.
boy, howdy.
Over a parking spot.
Oh crap.
At like a
You
cricket
can
or
have it,
something.
man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Up next, I guess would be the Becky and Valkyria versus Liv and Raquel.
Yeah,
That match was okay.
It is what it was.
Yeah.
I like Becky. A lot of people are like, oh, kind of like Charlotte.
Yeah.
Just gets popped into play. Was Bailey hurt, or did they just?
She
swap her out?
got hurt on the pre-show. She got like attacked or something on the pre-show, like an access or something, and they pulled her out of the match.
Oh.
But I don't know what the deal is with that.
Okay.
But that's what happened. She got attacked like on the pre-show.
Well, maybe she was hurt, and they had to have some sort of an angle to get her.
Maybe.
So anyway, it is what it is.
And then the main event, the coup de grace.
And the Intercontinental match. What do you
Oh,
think
yes.
of that? I'm glad Dominic won. I think that's cool. I like Braun. I think they got bigger plans for him.
we had the same issues as you. We didn't lose power. Excuse me. We didn't lose power, but Cody's garage is converted into a man cave. We have the big couches. We got the big TV and everything. We start hearing the tornado sirens going off.
Yeah.
We hear the rain and the wind pounding the garage door. There's no windows out in his garage, so we're running inside the house, looking out the windows, 3 or 4 different times. The tornado alarms go off like 6 different times during this
Yeah.
match. I kept going, "This Big Papa Punk coming out!" he'd be laughing.
And I say we lost power for like just a few seconds.
Okay.
But I thought we was going to lose it more because
Yeah.
for some reason we've been losing power way too often here.
Huh.
But we wanted to put the news on because we had to see what was going
Yeah.
on. And then
See,
we
I
were
pulled it up on my phone.
downstairs.
We're watching WrestleMania. I'm like, I'll pull it up on my phone. But about midway through this match, I told Cody another prediction. I was just being funny about. I'm like, wouldn't it be kind of funny and cool if Dominic actually won the IC belt? I didn't even mean a word about it. And he ends up winning.
And you were like, I
Great
told
finish.
you. I told you.
I laughed. I go, I called it.
I think it's pretty cool that he pinned Finn.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad.
So that Judgment Day is just about done. And
Yeah.
they need to put.
Sadly,
they need
it
to
kind of
put,
needs to be after they kick.
Damien.
Damien and-
He needs to. It was all good and fine when him and Rhea
Yeah.
were in it.
Yeah. The Terror Twins.
But, yep. The Terror Twins.
Isn't the coup de grace main event of the night? Main event of the
that
weekend.
apparently everybody is hating on. There's only one thing that I didn't like about it.
Cody Rhodes taking on
I mean,
John Cena.
Dude, when it just got pitch black and he came out to that pitch black, I was like, yeah, that's,
I enjoyed the match. The match,
I thought
I
it was
didn't-
fine. I think
I didn't expect the high flying. If you knew it was going to be a ground and pound, that's how these two wrestlers are. They're two wrestlers. They're not high flyers. They're not guys doing all the crazy moves. That's what these two guys do, and I think that's why a lot of people hating on it. You're on this high. You're on this high all weekend long, and you see guys getting thrown in the corners, punch, kick, thrown outside, punch, kick, throw.
that's my kind of match.
But people nowadays aren't used to those matches. That's what we grew up on.
Yeah,
We kind of get the Rey Mysterios and the Psychoses and
yeah.
stuff sprinkled in growing up, and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's like every day. That's every
It's
wrestling match. now.
every match now, and now these kind of matches are that
Yeah.
specialty match. It's
And-
like
Oh, let's see.
so. Anyway, I like the result. I'm glad Cena won. I didn't like the Travis Scott thing.
Yeah.
Thought that was unnecessary.
It was.
Where was The Rock? Why did he do what he did at Backlash and
And not
never
even show
come
up?
back? And
I thought the same exact thing.
it's like,
The whole time I'm like, I was waiting for the lights to go out and the electricity hit for the
Yeah.
Rock's entrance. Never happened. Even after the match was over, I was waiting for it. Even when they showed the credits at the bottom of the screen, I told Cody to go, hold on, they've tricked us before.
yep, they have.
And still nothing, and it went off. I was like, damn, where was the final boss?
I think we've talked about this before. I figured that Cody was going to lose.
Yeah, I was pretty guaranteed that he
and
was gonna lose.
and that's fine. I think it was probably time for him to
Yeah.
lose it. We talked about it before. I would have been all right if he would have lost to Kevin Owens
Yeah.
several months ago and then could have won
Maybe
it
won
back,
back,
or something.
yeah.
But Cena winning it, and then if Cena either needs to go out with it, but somehow he's going to turn babyface
Yeah.
there at the end. They talked
I think the
and talked
end-
and talked.
I think it'll end with him, and I don't know necessarily The Rock wrestling. I think it's got to end somehow with The Rock.
Well, it's somehow too. They always talk about Dusty Rhodes winning the title in the Garden, baby,
Yeah.
and then get it. Who did he beat? And then got it turned around.
Was it
on
Bruno
him.
or
It wasn't Bruno.
Superstar?
It
Was it Superstar?
was it Superstar?
I think it was Superstar.
And then they reversed it or whatever.
Yeah.
But they got pictures of Dusty with the belt and
Yeah.
all that. Their last big event of the year is always at Madison Square Garden,
That is true.
and
In December.
he's wrestling through the end of the year. It's like, does Cena hold it until then, and
Yeah.
then Cody win it back? Cody last night, it was a Rock Hogan thing. I thought that immediately.
Yeah.
I'm like, these people are clearly
I'm sitting there
behind
going,
John
'cause-
Cena.
Because I love both those guys, and I hate to see either one of them get
I-
booed.
I hate
Even
to
though I
s-
know Cena's supposed to be the bad guy, supposed to get booed, I'm like, I don't
well,
like this. And then they started booing Cody. I'm like, oh.
I listened to one thing today, and they explained it the way that it was. I already thought about Hogan Rock. Hogan was supposed to get booed that night.
Yeah.
Hogan, everybody there grew up Hulkamaniacs,
Yeah.
wanted Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
back. It didn't matter if Rock was a good guy or bad guy. He was getting booed. That's like last night. All those fans there, they've been watching John Cena for 20 years.
Yeah.
We want Cena to win. We like Cody, but not tonight.
Yeah, but he hasn't hardly been a bad guy. Like Hulk was a bad guy for many years, and then they finally wanted him to turn good. So I don't know how that's happening yet.
So,
John Johnson in the chat says, what does he say? Kyle is my man crush. I appreciate that.
Caw.
I'll be in your DMs later. Son. And then he says, woo, right here.
Wings. Wings.
He says, old school matches. I want to see Cena and Rock. That'd be like 3 times in a lifetime.
Cena and Rock, third, yeah.
For the final match. And that could happen because Brock still kind of wrestles. He had a match last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It could be
that would
that.
would definitely be a punch, kick, punch,
Yeah.
corner punch, people's elbow,
Yeah.
AA.
Wrestled.
Yeah. Wrist hold.
John says that is the problem with Cena and Cody. There was no real heel. But they tried.
They tried.
Cena's supposed to be bad, and everybody, it's funny, everybody booed him for years, wanting him to turn bad, and then he goes bad, and now they're starting to cheer him, which it's almost like that Canadian crowd. That Canadian crowd has kind of migrated to the to the U.S.
It's crazy.
But how I was pretty happy with the paper. I know a lot of people kind of poo-pooed on it, but I mean, I feel like the new era of WrestleMania with the 2 nights, it'll never be like it was back in the day.
No.
So I mean, I have to almost rate it and look at it totally different as a whole new WrestleMania era. I would say this is about a 7.
You give it
out
a
of
7?
10, 7 out of 10.
I give it an 8 out of 10. I
8,
thought
yeah.
it was good.
That's about how I was.
There
was like 3 matches on night 1. I'm like, these don't even need to be WrestleMania matches.
And it's like anything. There's just so much in between the matches.
Yeah.
It's like you could have another match in
Yeah.
there or something. It's just like there's just so much going on.
John Johnson says you need to be a bad guy, like when the $1 Million Man hit the basketball out of the kid's hand. Speaking of, I want to be a bad guy. I'm taking Hulk back.
Hey, you can't take it. Let me tell you something, brother. Man, this rules.
Brother.
4.
He's even got the rips.
4. We talked about that.
I forgot what it was.
There's a Mandela effect.
Oh.
I told Heather and Paige about this. Something running wild. But I just seen a thing the other day that showed with the 3 normal rips.
3 rips, and that one's got 4?
That's got 4.
Okay.
I swear to God, it used to have 3.
Huh. We're talking about the rips on the back of Hulk Hogan's shirt.
There were 3, now there's 4. Who knows?
Are we ready to wrap it up?
Effect.
We're almost 20 after, man.
Yeah, that went a little... Anyway, if you're on here right now, follow, like, share. Thank you. Go to the YouTube. Watch all the Bro Show episodes. Slammer4878. Chris_Slammer Instagram.
John wants to know when Dynamo's coming back to Farmington.
Don't know yet.
Okay.
I'll let you know when that happens. Really, honestly, don't know. Haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, it still works. Yeah, it does. I donated that to Slammer tonight.
Yeah.
Out of my archives.
It rules. X, Twitter, @MaxJim, MacsGym. Cameo, @MaxJim. I'll send you a happy birthday, anniversary, happy holiday, pep talk, whatever you want. Almost anything.
Almost.
Book me on Cameos.
He won't show his little pitty toes.
No. Well, that just depends. Anyway. ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. Get yourself this shirt right here in black with the yellow logo. ProWrestlingTees.com. Run the Ropes on
I love that shirt.
Instagram.
I need this shirt.
You can get the brand new exclusive Slammer shirt there. Go get
Online
it right
exclusive
now.
shirt.
Check out Michael Allen Wildman. He's got it, man. He sent us pictures the other day about it. So get your shirt there. Come see me at my merch table.
Slammer OnlyFans.
Slammer. Where can he find you at, brother?
You can find me right here. Every Monday night right here on the Slammer Facebook page. Every Tuesday, except for tomorrow, because Mr. Double Dipper is working overtime this week.
Uh-oh.
You can follow me on the Diecast Dudes Facebook page. We are running wild, running strong. Over 16,000 fans over there. Wings! Or you can find me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet. Send me a friend request, send me a follow, send me a message. We'll chat some wrestling. You can also find me on the TikTok, as the kids call it, the TikTok. As the White Larry Bird. The White Larry B, I'm sorry.
TikTok. At Slammermania. Follow me on there. Anyway.
that is it. Thank you for joining us this week on The Bro Show.
Episode 45 next week. Monday Night Bro, The Bro Show, episode 46. We're closing in on 1 year, man. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on that week 52. So share and tell your friends, man.
We'll see you next Monday night right here on the Slammer Radio Network.
What you gonna do when The Bro Show entertains you, brother? Uh-oh, what happened?
Uh-oh.